G-Man doesn't know how to put titles on the screen of his videos, so he just buys blank baseball caps and writes whatever he wants.
That's kind of dope, though. And I want to write. I don't know. I don't know what I want to write on it.
Painted merch. That's how you.
I want to write Reptar on it.
Okay. You're on. Okay, yeah, we saw it. It looks dumb.
The Repent hat is available for purchase.
I'm sure you can find a place that'll print a hat for you, and then it won't look quite as dumb.
No, this puffy paint's the future. I wish he had a bunch of little girls rapping about how horrible Hitler and cancer and shit was, so they could sell more hats.
Come on, G-Man, talk.
With Christianity, and the topic is that was Adolf Hitler a Christian?
Who cares?
A lot of people who are opposed, well, not a lot, some of the people who are opposed.
Yeah, this is another one that matters a lot to them, but shouldn't matter at all, is whether or not...
I remembered that, doesn't G-Man, he doesn't think Catholics are Christian. So
Right.
He's not going to count any of the Nazis. Oh, fuck.
Right. It's the no true Scotsman, like, personified.
And I would just like to say that if Hitler was a Christian, then it's okay because the Jews killed Jesus and it was their time for a little comeuppance.
I mean, that's not what he literally says. He doesn't think that the first Christian church were Christians. That says everything.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why you should give a shit what religion Hitler was, as long as he wasn't a Jew, because he'd be a hypocrite, and I can't abide that.
It's just like how they just they try to say that evolution isn't real, but that doesn't even matter. That has nothing to do with disproving their religion, really. You know, I don't know.
Made this statement over and over and over again that Hitler himself was a Christian, that he had dealings with the Holy Roman Catholic Church, and the Nazis had a church, and that automatically meant that they were Christians.
Also, you know, if you're a starving child in Africa, you're definitely not a Christian.
Yeah, only a non-Christian would starve.
Yep.
Don't you know what prayer is, you dumb shit? It's so easy. All you gotta do is pray to God, and He brings you shit.
Yep.
I prayed to get my cancer removed, and He introduced me to B17s.
Fuck.
Before we get started, let me give everybody the reason why I'm talking about this today, because it's topics like this that cause people to question the faith and then ultimately leave the faith. In 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1, it says that in a lot of times, some are going to depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. The Bible also says that in a lot of times, some are going to depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry, no. 2 Thessalonians, you know I'm sleepy.
Blah, blah, blah.
2 Thessalonians
a bunch of gobbledygook is what you just said. It doesn't even fucking matter.
His fucking face and tugging his ears like a crackhead. I don't care for him.
You love him.
Verse 3 says that before the man of sin is revealed, there will be a great falling away that's going to happen before the man of sin is revealed. The Bible talks about a moral decline that will happen in the last days. It's found in 2 Timothy chapter 3. I believe starting at verse 1, where it says that in a lot of times men shall be lovers of their own selves, both who prowl, rude.
No, it just said men should be lovers.
Disobedient to their parents. It's like reading in a modern day newspaper. Because if you know anything about history and how life was like back then, you know that progressively it got worse through each century that that came up. So it's never been as bad as it is today. Some people argue with me about that. Say, hey, you never seen the Middle Ages? You never seen the Dark Ages? Well, I don't believe that stuff has anything on what we're doing.
He thinks that our current climate is worse than it was in the Middle Ages and the Dark Ages.
What a retard. What? Okay.
G-Man, do you understand they don't even have puffy paint you can paint on your hat in the Dark Ages? All right.
What if like a band of marauders just like came through wherever you live and just like killed you and took all your stuff and rode away with it?
Does he realize this?
That doesn't happen.
Does he realize he'd have to be standing on an actual soapbox during the Dark Ages? He wouldn't have a YouTube platform to spit his crazy bullshit on? I'd say you're in a world right now that has allowed you to be a dumb shit and allowed you to fucking spew your idiot ideas publicly without being stoned to death or starved to death because you don't have a trade. You could
wait. So you're saying the Dark Ages were actually better than right now?
that was a good argument for returning to the Dark Ages. Yeah.
You know, if G-Man gets stoned to death, maybe we should go back to the Dark Ages.
I want him to get stoned to death, as in like I just want him to eat as many like cannabis edibles as possible.
Yeah, man, it'd be a lot cooler if he did.
He would. Yeah, man.
We don't even know. You know, today a lot of people who don't know Christ don't even know what good and evil is, and they have no moral basis for it. Or
you fucking fuck any religious person that really thinks that because somebody doesn't know Christ, they don't know the difference between good and evil. Like that right there is the epitome of cowardice and garbage humanity, where the only reason that you are a good human is because you're too coward to stand up to your religion.
Tell me how you really feel about it.
You can't just be a good human because you were raised right. You have to have your fucking dick 12 inches deep in the fucking Bible.
Don't hold back. Tell me.
No, because, Ben, way too many motherfuckers act like they are only good because they found religion. What sort of human being does that make you? If you would have never had your religion, you'd have been a fucking rapist. You'd have been some fucking school shooter. You'd have been whatever, just because God stopped you from being that piece of shit.
G-Man told me that when he was like a young kid, he was like his family was like part of the Nation of Islam, and when I asked him about the like founder of the Nation of Islam, he didn't even know who that person was by name. So I don't know if he ever really knows what he's talking about. By the way, this is a great screenshot. The fucking expression on his face is priceless.
Repent.
Yeah.
As well as secularism. So, and atheism and all kinds of religions that have to do with that particular field. So the question today is, was Adolf Hitler a Christian?
40 minutes later, he gets to the question.
The thing that needs to happen before we
How far into this video is he to get to this?
If you talk to an uneducated, well, actually, I want to say uneducated.
Over 3 minutes.
To someone who...
What do you mean uneducated? What education level do you have?
Take this seriously. They just read a couple of lines and then they become theologians because they read a couple of sentences in here. They think they know this pretty well.
Theologians.
And they'll say that Adolf
bullshit. Not actually educated.
Yeah. Oh, he meant educated as in knowing a book.
A book that he doesn't even.
The worst guy I've ever seen. He's just the worst guy.
We're breaking him now. You know. You see, we're breaking in Endless Jess now. He's starting to know the agony.
You used to love everything.
Yep.
Now you're gonna hate it all. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
We're breaking you down.
Making fun of people. Like, if I'm gonna make fun of something, I'd like to make fun of a broad concept or like a big stupid generalization.
A broad concept, like feminism,
individual humans. But man, it's harder every day to keep it inside.
Don't keep it inside. That's what you're here for. Let it out.
Let it Christian, because all you gotta do is be a follower of Jesus, and that makes you a Christian. What does it mean to be a follower of Jesus, though? When you start asking questions like that, oh, you got to obey the teachings of Jesus. Instead of dealing with what Jesus actually taught, they immediately go to the Old Testament. But isn't Jesus the God of the Old Testament? And they'll say things like this, and you immediately know how much ignorance you're dealing with at that particular point.
Wasn't Jesus the God of the Old Testament?
Yeah, some people are that stupid, but they're the only people that are that stupid, G-Man, are the ones that you're going to be able to win in a debate.
The best video clips around. GP Underground has the best video clips in town. GP Underground has the best video clips around.